Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya. If this is your very first time here. Today, sis, we are going to be doing a full face of like my everyday fall makeup. So this is like my go-to like slay, sis, when it's getting a little cold outside. This is what this is today. We are going to start with some skin prep though. I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I do to prep my skin for the season, and then get into some tips and tricks for your makeup during the fall. So before we hop into it, please make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet, so that you are updated when new videos come out. Also make sure that you hit that notification bell as well, so that you are updated when new videos go up. All right, loves, let's hop into it. So before we even start, let's acknowledge the fact that my camera is a-okay now. I took some time, I figured it out, sis. I figured it out, and we are happy. We're happy today. It's a good day, it's a good day. And it came right at the right time, now that I'm full-time now. Just to, you know, upgrade our videos the way they need to be upgraded, sis. So anyway, before we hop into the tutorial, I do want to show you guys how I prep my skin for makeup, specifically for the fall. So I've already cleansed my face and I've done my toner and stuff like that. But what I am going to go ahead and use is a detox mask. This mask in particular is from Teami. It is their detox mask. And y'all, I have been like loving this mask. So this mask in particular is a 100% clean mask. I've been wearing it like in the mornings when I'm prepping for my makeup, as well as in the evening sometimes when I am just like winding down, doing my little sprinkle of self-care just to take care of my skin. But it is made with matcha, lemongrass, and clay. So it does just work to get rid of the impurities that are in your pores and stuff like that. And especially when we talk about the colder months, we want to make sure that we are taking care of our skin underneath our makeups. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the mask. You gotta wet the face first. So I'm gonna just put some water on my face first before I apply it. Y'all know my skin is kind of combination. So I do get oily in my T-zone, but like under my eyes, like right underneath my bags, which I wish there wasn't no bags there, but sis, I got some bags. I'm only 30, but the bags are there. I do get really dry, and then I do have some skin texture that I'm not too crazy about. So, you know, you can look closely in your face and your like pores, you can see like black pores. I have had an issue with that. So one thing I love about this mask, it does give you like that clean feeling. So right now I'm getting like that tingling feeling, and I love that because I just need anything that's gonna make me feel like my skin is just like clean. This is about to dry down. I'm gonna give it about 10 minutes and I'm gonna be right back. All right, y'all, so the mask has dried on my skin. As you can see, I can barely move my mouth. It is nice and tight, but you can see like kind of where it's like pulling out all the gunk and the nastiness up out of my pores, sis. That's what we wanted. We want to get rid of that. I'm gonna go ahead and wash it off right now and show you guys my skin. And this is how my skin is looking, just without any other product or anything else on it. I feel super clean always after I wear this mask. I feel like it does help with my texture because my skin always feels more smooth as well as more soft. And then it always pulls out like the blackheads that I have on my nose. So I love that. If you want to check this out, there is a link in the description box for y'all to check this mask out. I want to go ahead and moisturize my face. I am about to leave the house and do stuff. So I need my SPF. I'm going to use my Fenty Skin Moisturizer. And this one does have SPF in it. So I'm just gonna take SPF. You should actually use a lot. So I'm gonna take this just to moisturize my skin to get ready to start my makeup. And y'all know when you do have something with an SPF, it does kind of turn white on the skin, but if you just keep working it in, it disappears. But you do want to make sure that you are protecting your skin from sun exposure. Now, just because it's fall time and the sun ain't out as much as it used to be, which is still low-key summer, but that's beside the point. We are transitioning, sis. I already established this on Sunday. Just want to make sure that our skin is protected regardless, especially since we're about to go in with some makeup. And I already knew that all that skincare was gonna mess up my edges, so let me go ahead and fix my edges. So I'm just gonna take my Eco Styling Gel to swoop these edges. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and hop into this fall face. I told you guys that, first of all, y'all know we're gonna do brows first. That's an obvious. I told you guys in my Sunday video that this Anastasia Brow Pen was going to become a staple, and I was not lying to you, sis. That is the first product I'm gonna go into, which is the Anastasia Brow Pen, and this one is in the shade Ebony. I am just gonna start to shape out my brows with the brow pen. This ain't nothing, you know, specific to fall, y'all know how I get down. So I'm gonna go ahead and rush through this a little bit and just so we can get on to the fall face. Y'all have no idea how happy I am that I got this camera to work. And let me tell you how simple it was. I just had it on the wrong setting. I was filming in manual. But here's the thing. With my old camera, I always filmed in manual. And so that made me think, was the quality of my old camera okay? I just was filming in the wrong setting. It made me think, maybe I'm gonna get my money back. But no, I don't think so. This is a way better camera. But I'm real happy that I figured that out, because sis, your girl was frustrated. We're gonna start with face today. The eyes are gonna be pretty simple, so it's really no point of starting with eyes. So I think we're going to start with face. I wanted to go into my Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. Initially, I was gonna go into the protecting one with SPF, but I already used SPF in my Fenty skin. So we're gonna put her down. And we're gonna go with the hydrating primer. And the reason that I wanna go in with a primer that's hydrating is because, like I said earlier in the video, I do have skin that is combination. And when you're talking about the colder months, we do tend to get a little bit more dry, you know? So it's always good to just protect your skin underneath. I already went in with a moisturizer, but this is just gonna give me that extra hydration to just take care of my skin during the colder months. Fall ain't necessarily like freezing cold, but you know, as it's getting colder. Since we are going for something slightly more hydrating today, I'm going to mix my NARS foundation. So I'm gonna use my Sheer Glow, also my Natural Radiant Longwear, and this one is our mini Natural Radiant Longwear. And this is the same shade, which is Macau. By the name of it, Sheer Glow is more of a hydrating formula, but I am going to mix it with the Natural Radiant just so we get the hydrating feel, you know, but also kind of have just the Natural Radiant formula as well. It just makes it less glowy because obviously the Sheer Glow kind of gives us more of a glowy feel. Well, we want to kind of just pull that back just a little bit, which I feel like is going to be like my go-to type of formula for this time of year. I would say primarily due to the fact that I am combination. My skin is both oily and dry. I kind of want to get the best of both worlds, but I don't. I don't want to go in with a matte foundation. That's something that I stay away from in the colder months because ain't nobody got time for that, because it's just too drying. And I feel like even if you do have, why did I put all this makeup on my forehead? Didn't I say I was gonna get away from doing that? And yet here I am again. Yet here we are again. I'm hard-headed. I am hard-headed. And I gotta stop like saying things that come to my mind, because then I forget everything that I was saying before that. Y'all know I bring this color up, which is the color we are, but I'm already gonna contour a little bit. A little bit there. So what I'm gonna do is I still got the towel here, so I'm gonna just wipe that a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my sponge and start to kind of like dab it. See how we're creating kind of a natural contour right there? Yeah, we're gonna do that. But yeah, I think this is what I was saying. I feel like I was saying that even if you do have like really dry skin, really oily skin, you still don't want to go into something super matte formula wise in the fall, I say, because it can be drying because the weather is already drying. So we don't want to like do double damage. Like mixing these two formulas could be extremely helpful. So for concealer, I'm gonna go into my Il Makiage concealer, and this is in the shade 15. This is one that I did get matched for on the online quiz for Il Makiage, and I love it. Y'all know I like more of a brightening type of concealer. And this is like my go-to concealer when I'm just like about to run to the store or something and I don't want to do like a full face and I just want to like conceal my under eye bags or something like that. This is the one that I usually reach for these days. But I am going to go in a little bit with a lighter concealer over this here in a moment, but I'm just adding my normal areas. But I don't want to do a whole lot of product. Not that much. Y'all know I already go in with a lot, so you know. That's beside the point. And I am gonna add a little bit of a lighter concealer too on the under eye and down the nose. And for that, we're gonna keep it a little hydrating as well. And this is the Pretty Fresh concealer from Colourpop. This one is in medium dark 145 warm. And this is just to add that highlighting effect to, you know, underneath the eye and a little bit down the nose. Then I'm just gonna go in with my Thrive Cosmetics sponge and start to blend this out. And you see how we have like a natural color here on the edge, but it's kind of light right underneath? That is the effect we're going for. And y'all know me, I like to brighten regardless of the season. Especially for the colder months. Well, I keep saying that. When it starts to get colder, I do like to just keep that really light highlight right here instead of all the way out. Just because I feel like having it all the way across or even more than what I just applied kind of like washes me out. I don't know. I just feel like that works better for certain seasons. And for me, fall ain't the one. I just like to give a smidge of a brighter under eye when it's a little colder outside. And this is for my everyday. So don't kill me, y'all, once I start doing like tutorials and I'm still going crazy on the under eye. This is more for just like my everyday face of a face that I would wear like on a regular basis. And since this is everyday, I don't want to go into much with a deeper concealer around the face, but I am gonna go in a little bit just to kind of like cream bronze. I just got some cream bronzers from Soul Body. You guys know this is a sister company of Colourpop, and I wanted to try these. These are nice and deep. This one is in the shade dark, and this one is in the shade deep. But this one is looking more like my skin complexion, so I think I want to go in with this one. And I'm just gonna take this little flat brush just to like see. Ooh, okay. And since this has more of a red tone, then it is giving us more cream bronzer. And that's what these are, is a cream. It's face and body bronzing balm. You see how it's very subtle? That's kind of what I want to go for. I don't want this to be a super deep contour. It's not a contour at all, but you know, I just want it to be like very more on the natural side of like creating a natural bronze to the skin. And I am going back in with my foundation brush that I used to blend just around that bronzing balm to kind of just mute it and make everything nice and seamless. The skin, honey, she's giving us skin today. She's giving us skin. No, when I do my face first before I do eyes, I'll be acting like a brand new woman. Like I ain't never did this before. I'm gonna take this brush and kind of just go on the sides of my nose as well with this. Real, you know, chill. Nothing like super like, what's the word I'm looking for? Sculpted, you know? I'm just kind of like creating shadows at this point. And y'all, this is my everyday. So don't be over here judging me. Because I'm Maya everyday. Where is this? Who has the time? This is my everyday. So I'm just kind of sharing with you guys what I do every day. I am gonna do another fall full face tutorial for every day, as far as something I might recommend for someone who's a beginner, who doesn't want to do all these steps, doesn't kind of want a full face. Kind of similar to the 5-minute makeup tutorial that I did a while ago, but more specific to the season. So that's coming. Judgment out the door. But this is my like everyday, and I can do this in like 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. I'm gonna use my good old Laura Mercier setting powder. They are sending me a medium deep, and I'm so happy. Ooh, they emailed me. It was like, girl, do you need some? I said, yes, yes. Send me medium deep. I need her. I need her. I wish I had her today, but it's all right. I'm gonna go in with the translucent on my under eyes with my sponge. Same old thing I always do, no big deal. And I'm doing my normal method of just pushing it into the skin just to get rid of sheen and shine. And y'all, I always do this like super fast. In fact, I'm just not even gonna skip through this, and I'm just gonna show you guys exactly what I do and how long it takes me. So I feel like when I did my 5-minute makeup tutorial, a lot of y'all came for me. Y'all was like, look sis, 5-minute tutorial, 12-minute video. Yeah, okay, I get it. But it was, I have to explain stuff. Y'all know I be talking. I gotta let y'all know the tea, what's really going on, why we do things and stuff like that. So I will do a timed one, because I feel like that would be kind of fun to show you guys one that's actually 5 minutes and you can get it all done in that time. But I'm actually also gonna set my eyelids. I did go in with the concealer and the foundation on the eyes as well. So I'm just gonna set them too. When everything is nice and set, I'm gonna go in with a bigger, fluffier brush into that powder, blow it, and just kind of like set everywhere, just to give us a good wipe of the more dewier look, just so we can start off the day and start off our makeup with a nice matte-ish base, you know? In my opinion, our skin is starting to look nice and flawless. I'm gonna go into my bronzer. The bronzer I'm gonna use is my same old Mented bronzer, and this one is in Yacht Life. We just gotta add that dimension back into the skin, so we're not just like one shade and then that lighter shade. And I'm gonna do the same thing with the nose with the bronzer, not super, you know, detailed and sculpted, just kind of using this fluffier brush. And I definitely just put on too much, but it's cool. Going in with my sponge and patting over it, that will start to kind of get rid of that red tone. Let's say this, go in lightly. You don't have the problem I just had. So to set my face really quick before we hop into eyes, I'm gonna use my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist, just to kind of set everything into the skin, help it to continue to look like skin. And I love that setting mist because it's very, very just hydrating as well as refreshing, you know? Apparently for colder weathers, I do like my makeup routine to be very skin focused as far as taking care of my skin, making sure it looks youthful and bright and not crusty and dry. We not doing too much with the eyes, but we still gonna get closer. Don't be scared, sis. So for eyes, we're gonna use the Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's Place because it is a lot of nice, deep, dark browns and reddish shades for the season. I am just going to take probably a mix of these two because I don't want as dark as this one, but I don't want as light as this. So I'm gonna mix these two together. And I'm just gonna dust that over my lid. And this is with a nice blending brush. This one in particular is the Morphe E27 brush. And it's just a nice big fluffy blending brush. So with circular motions, I just want this to be like a wash of color. And you also could do this with your bronzer, to be honest. But I just want my whole lid to be this shade. Because we're getting colder months, you know, we're doing more deeper tones. And we just want it to be just really soft, really just blended. And I'm gonna be honest, usually I probably will reach for my bronzer versus like an actual eyeshadow palette when it comes to everyday, especially like if you don't want to be pulling out all these different products and stuff like that. It's just really beneficial to already be using something that you were already using. So why have to pull out even more products to just kind of do the same thing that you probably could do with your bronzer? And of course, you don't necessarily have to use the shades that I use. I feel like it depends on your skin complexion and what you want to do as far as your everyday shade on the lid. But for my complexion, I feel like this is really, really cute. It's just very neutral, it's natural-ish. And it's just like, kind of matches perfectly with the season. And from there, y'all, we pretty much done with the eyes. Like, I don't want to do too much. I am gonna go in with a liquid liner. Matter of fact, where's my brown liquid liner? Hold up. So this is a brown liner. This is the Cake Pencil from Kat Von D, and it is in brown. I'm just gonna lightly line the top lid with this just to kind of give us a little bit of dimension. This is totally optional. I feel like for everyday I might not do this, but you know, I just feel like I wanted a little something. Liquid liner gives you a different vibe than like a pencil cream liner, you know? The liquid liners are very precise, and that's not necessarily what I want. I want to use something like this to where it still has the look, keep its like softness. From there, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on my mascara. This is my Legit Lashes from Huda Beauty. I know that's the one I've been loving lately. And then I'm gonna pop on my lashes that I have been in love with these past few days. And these are from Tati. Now, I don't want my eyes to look so like closed. So I don't wanna go in real deep with the under eye makeup. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a small little angle brush and I'm going to go right on the edge of the eye, just right there with the eyeshadow. Why I zoomed out for this, I don't know, but anyway. Right here on the edge is where I want to go in. And this is those same shades that I use for the lid, but I don't want to bring it all the way across. I kind of just want to leave it here on the corner. That way we have it there, but we're not like overpowering the eye for every day. And I still kind of want to open up my eye, especially since we're doing a deeper shade. So I am gonna still go in with my nude liner. But I feel like for the colder months, like I mentioned in Sunday's video, you can definitely go in with a deeper shade. I still don't recommend black, but you know, it's still a work. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. And then I'm gonna go in with my mascara on the bottom lash line to finish off the eyes. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that new liner did do something to this look that I didn't like. So I'm actually gonna go in with the cake liner that I used on the top in my waterline to bring it a little deeper, a little darker, because I'm not liking how the nude makes this deeper look feel. So I am gonna renege on what I said. Don't go for the nude. Just go for something deeper but not black. See, I feel like that's a lot. It's a lot better. It's a lot better. So because we are giving a very monochromatic type of look here, we are gonna go in with some blush. I feel like when I'm doing a look like this, I used to want to just like keep it all brown all the way through, but I feel like we need something to break it up. So I am gonna go in with blush. This is my Morphe blush trio, and I'm gonna go into the shade Edgy. And using a Morphe M448 brush, I'm going to just add a little flush of color to the cheeks, just to break up the monotony that we have created on the face. I mean, do you see what that extra just blush did? Y'all see I'm turning into a blush girl. Let's not forget that. I like how that just kind of breaks up the brown that we created, but still gives us a very fall look. And for highlighter, I'm gonna use my Morphe. Ugh, what? Morphe? Y'all, Ofra. I just combined it with Morphe. Anyway, for highlighter, I'm gonna use my Ofra Shimmer Loose Powder, and this is in bronze. And I've told you guys before, I know that they don't carry the, what is it that I used to use all the time? The Colourpop by Shayla highlighting powder, which was in Pose. They don't have that anymore. This is a great dupe of that, and I freaking love this. And this is multifunctional. Like, I'm pretty sure they did not make it to be used as a highlighter, I'm sure of it, but that's what I use it for. I feel like it could be used on the eyes, it can be used as a highlighter, it could be used almost as a body bronzer like type of highlighter. And we love multi-functional products, sis. We love that. We love that. We are highlighting our normal places. I would have to say I do still like being highlighted during the fall time. Some people like to be a little more matte looking. I don't know. I just feel like we already about to be a little dry. So anything to help us to kind of like illuminate ourselves just a little, just a smidget, can't hurt, you know? Y'all know I'm a highlighter check. So come highlight it up. And I am kind of bringing this like C kind of shape here, because I do kind of want that, you know, when we're in the sun, that we just go like that. You know, you can kind of just see the highlights reflecting off the skin. It just looks really natural when it's like that. So I feel like when we don't have makeup on, that is where it like illuminates. So I kind of want to recreate that with the product. So somehow I just realized that I'm very ashy. Y'all look like we're getting back to that, being ashy. I'm fixing it, sis. I'm fixing it. My go-to lip for fall, if we're talking every day, is still a gloss. I know y'all want me to do like a deeper shade, and I do like that for fall, but I just feel like, you know, no. Not for every day. Now for parties or going out, or even just as a pop with an eye maybe that's not like this for every day would be cool, but I like to keep it more subdued, you know? Now, if I want to do like a deeper shade, this is what I would use. This is my Mented liquid lipstick in Hot Date. Maybe if I'm chilling on a weekend, I want to, you know, go shopping or do a little extra, you know, I feel like this would be perfect for something like that. But I'm sorry, y'all. If it's just regular during the week, I usually would just throw on a lip gloss. If I'm being completely honest with you, I would. Because I feel like a gloss just looks good with everything. It's really just something easy that you can just throw on and go. Really easy to touch up during the day. And that's the thing about a liquid lipstick, is that this is very much a drying formula, just in general as a liquid lipstick. It's not necessarily something that I will want to wear every single day in the colder months. I kind of think, do I want to just add a gloss on top of this? Because I feel like this is cute. For the sake of the video and the fact that I usually do a glossy lip or something like that, we're gonna leave it like this for our everyday, just so we can stick with some variety. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, babe, so that is our finished look for the fall. Like I said in the video, I'll just say it again, this is my everyday, my go-to like flawless face for the fall, especially for the weekend when we're doing the lips, more of a gloss during the week. But this is pretty much my routine. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, please make sure that you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought. Also make sure that you hit subscribe below if you have not yet. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.